And here we are, the end of the Paramount Road of Friday the 13th. Jason takes a boat, which is a way better idea for a Friday the 13th than Jason Takes Manhattan. Fight me. I fucking hate New York. Like, fundamentally, I fucking hate New York. And, like, even if I didn't, I think the idea of Jason Goes to Hell, or not Jason Goes to Hell, on paper, just that would be a cool idea. But no, Jason going to Manhattan, I just think it would turn into, like, 5-star GTA 4, but with invincibility on. And the budget would be fucking insane, because Jason would just kill everyone he ran across, and the police would figure it out, but they wouldn't be able to kill him, and there would be fucking SWAT teams and shit. Like, you cannot make that movie a slasher and not an action movie. And you cannot make that movie with a fucking Friday the 13th budget. They should have known better. But I love Jason on a boat because there's no escape. I mean, I'm fucking aquaphobic. I don't need to fucking be on a boat, let alone on a boat with Jason. But, you know, I mean, that's probably the only time I would be scared in that situation, because I don't give a fuck if I get murdered. I'm taking you down with me, but yeah, fucking do it. I don't give a shit. But, you know, if I'm on a boat, fuck that, dude. I'd rather fucking stab myself in the balls and fucking do that. Anyway, none of this matters. We're ranking the Friday the 13th kills. We're on part 8. And at number 20 is Lazarus Down. This is what I wrote down. I just wrote Lazarus Down. It's when the boat sinks, everyone that didn't get off of it, that drowned. There is no more restaurant. Yeah, everyone on the boat that drowned. That just off screen. Obviously, that's the worst kill in the movie, because no one gives a fuck about the fucking extras drowning. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. Number 19, cop pulled in alley. I don't think I need to explain that, but, you know, off-screen cop pulled in alley. This is another movie that has two dudes with the exact same name. So this is Jim Carlson that's up next, and that is the guy in the bridge of the boat that gets stabbed with whatever the fuck it is through the window, and it's quiet. It's cool, but it's mainly off-screen, you know. I don't know. Up next, we got JoJo, whose head is slammed into a pipe. I mean, you would survive that. It would just be a concussion. So, you know, whatever. And I will say, I'm not including Ken Kersinger, because that fucking dude would live through that. That's stupid to count that as a kill to me. But you do you, boo. But that's not going to be on the list. But in the same vein, I mean, JoJo probably should have lived too. Like, but I'm going to count that, because he's not like Ken Kersinger big. So I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's also head trauma and not just your back. And at number 16, we got Admiral Robertson, who gets his throat slit in the goofiest fucking way possible with no blood. And, or maybe there was a little blood, but I feel like it cut away before even blood came out. And that's pretty fucking lame. Yeah, no. Not the best kill, but it's throat slit, and, like, it's one of the main character's dads, so that's something, but, like, I don't know. He's also the fucking captain of the boat, so once he dies, like, there's no one to captain the boat, and that's fucked up, so that's cool. Number 15, we got sanitation worker, because you need a guy in the sewers of New York to make sure everyone's out of there before the fucking daily toxic waste comes. I mean, come on now. Not enough people know about New York's toxic waste schedule. I mean, fuck. But no, I love the silhouette kill with the blood, but it is off-screen. But it is pretty fucking cool. It's pretty fucking cool for an off-screen kill. Number 14, we got Colleen. Like, the worst final girl in the franchise, in my opinion. Mainly her fault. It's everything to do with her backstory and how she's supposed to be tied to Kid Jason fundamentally pisses me off. So, I'm biased, but my least favorite final girl drives a car into a fucking wall, and then her favorite teacher, I guess, got knocked out from the crash because she did not get up to escape the explosion that followed. So, you know, I think it's always hilarious in any slasher movie when someone's killed by not the killer, especially if it's an accident. Like, I think that's fucking hilarious. In the same vein, number 13 is the guy Wayne shot. Like, I just wrote crew guy, so I didn't confuse him with deckhand. But, yeah, no. The guy Wayne shot, that's even funnier. Like, I don't know why that's funny. It's just fucking hilarious. Like, you ever seen the, I mean, spoiler alert, but the ending of Wrong Turn 4, there's like 3 deaths in quick succession that are all not the killers, that are just accidents. And I laugh my fucking ass off every time I watch that. Not related, but I just thought I'd bring that up. And while I'm on the subject of Wrong Turn and Kane Hodder, because this is part 8 Jason, when are we gonna get a Wrong Turn and Hatchet crossover? I mean, is it ever gonna happen? I mean, I will fight tooth and nail to get that movie made. Anywho. Oh, number 12 is Susie, who gets that 3-pronged spear thing shoved in her chest. I think the best part of this kill is the behind the scenes when Jason's wearing a strap-on. But other than that, some of you haven't seen that and you're like, what? Look it up, it's fucking hilarious. But no, it's really tedious in how slow it is, but it's pretty cool that, like, when we see it go in. We see the blood. You know, it's not a cutaway kill. I like it. Number 11, we have Boxer, and if you want to troll casual Friday the 13th fans and, like, make bets, you can ask them how Boxer died in Jason Takes Manhattan, and they'll think you're talking about Julius, and they won't know that, no, you're talking about the guy that gets a fucking rock shoved in his chest. Because his name's just Boxer. Like, some wiki thing was gonna, like, try to name this character Jason or something, and I'm like, no, his name's Boxer, stop it. It's like, we don't need to retroactively give people more names. I already have enough shit I have to memorize. But, you know, I like that kill, even if his insides were fucking flammable. He was just fucking chugging moonshine all goddamn day. Number 10, we got Deckhand, who just falls over and has an axe in his back, but I like the effect of the axe in his back, because it looks like a real axe in his back. I don't know, but I like the character too, because he's like Discount Ralph. I like that little reference for the end of the Paramount era. I mean, I know they didn't know this was going to be their last hurrah of Friday the 13th, but I'm glad that if it was, they had a character that was supposed to be like Ralph. And I also another part of this kill that I really like is when Charles finds out the guy died, and he's like, realizes that guy's not the killer. And I like it when asshole characters are proven wrong. Number 9, we got the other Jim Miller, I believe, and he gets stabbed in the gut with a fucking spear gun. And this kill always confused me with the fucking, like, everyone thinks those rubber tube things are intestines, and, like, I think they should have picked, you know, anything else to stab him with, but the idea of getting stabbed with a spear gun is actually pretty fucking funny. It's pretty cool. Like, it just goes to show Jason's cartoonish strength at this point, where, like, instead of shooting you with a gun, he's going to kill you with the gun itself. That's a cool fucking notion for any firearm, like gun, spear gun, bow and arrow. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I'm already writing a kill where someone gets killed with the bow of a bow and arrow, so it's already been done. Yeah. That's that kill. Up next is number 8 is Miles, yeeted off a fucking tower and lands on some antennas or something. I think the pose he's in when the antennas are through his back is aesthetically pleasing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like the arc of it is fucking cool. At number 7, we got JJ, who is hit in the face with a guitar. And if we saw any gore or like the impact of it, really, it'd be higher. But just the idea of it alone is enough to raise it this high, where she gets like fucking brained with a guitar. I mean, how often do you see that happen in a fucking horror movie? A few times, but still, like, this is one of the cooler ones. Number 6, we got Tamara, stabbed with broken glass. Horrible character. The worst thing to get stabbed with because of all the particles that are gonna fucking, like, chip off inside of you and fucking... Yeah, no. Getting killed with glass is a whole other thing. Which kind of leads me to number 5, with Holmes getting stabbed with a syringe. Not only that, a dirty fucking heroin syringe. Talk about ODing. But anyway. No, he's stabbed in the back with a syringe, and, you know, he was gonna rape the final girl, and, you know, that's not good. So it's a good thing that Jason stabbed him. Number 4, we got Charles getting drowned in that thing, the barrel of, grossness. Yeah, no, great kill. Fucking brutal, like, revolting, fucking, like, props to the dude that had to fucking do that. Like, ugh. I know the water must have been way cleaner than it looked for them, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't even alive. Number 3, we got Eva. Like, if you're gonna choke someone to death, you gotta make a show of it, and that was a good show. Like, I love, like, I love the juxtaposition of the amount of time it takes to strangle her and the quickness of which she hits the ground. I think I love that. I do hate that he teleports all around the room, but at the same time, like, I don't hate it that much. It's whatever. I don't hate it nearly as much as I hate Kid Jason in this movie, because, like, none of it makes any fucking sense in any way, shape, or form. Because if Jason's alive in part 2, then he survived his encounter with the lake and lived in the woods the whole time. And if he didn't, then his ghost would be a kid still. So it does not make sense to me that, like, Alice, the ending of the first movie is a dream. So to have this little girl have the same experience with little ghost kid Jason, like, that doesn't make sense, because little ghost kid Jason was a fucking dream, and real Jason was in the woods at that point in time. And also, with the time jump in the 7th movie, how fucking old was she supposed to be if she was alive in the 50s when he would be a fucking kid? And none of it makes any sense, and I don't even know how I got onto that, honestly. Oh, the teleporting. Okay. Moving on. Number 2, Wayne yeeted into an electric box, immediate electrical explosion, fucking burning. Cool. I like the character, which makes the kill even better. I like that it's right after he fucking shot that guy. Dude, this is a fucking boat. He's, like, trying to avoid Jason. He gets shot by a fucking dork. And I'm not dork shaming, but you can't deny he was a dork. God. I love that kill. I love when you see his hand go away at the end there, too. Number one is obvious. It's Julius, gets his head knocked off. It was, come on now, duh. But, yeah, no, I think that... Now I'm just laughing at that fucking guy getting shot. Is that too low? Yeah, got interrupted there for a second. But, yeah, no, that's my Friday the 13th, Part 8, kills ranked, and, yeah, that's... Now we're done with the Paramount era of Friday the 13th, moving into, the conclusion of what I call the What the Fuck trilogy, Jason Goes to Hell, which, you know, that should be fun, right? Yeah. Like, subscribe, all that bullshit.